Hey everyone, in front of the screen here, I'm Gosipe, will be the MC throughout the sessions. I have two guests with me today from AIMS Faculty of Business and Management. Do both of you know what is the main purpose that I call you all today based on the observation on the slide that I shared to both of you now?
Maybe it's because I want to know about how well nowadays generations know about Malaysia.
Yes. How about Singapore?
I have no idea. Maybe it's just an interview session.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the main reason that we're having these sessions. So the main reason that I'm having this session together with you guys is to test both of you on the basic and the general knowledge related to our country, Malaysia, through answer a few questions as the title suggested. So let's moving on. So without further ado, let me brief about three basic instructions to both of you before we get started. So the first one is the quiz consisted of two questions, which are the first question mainly related to latest Malaysia Olympics Games in Tokyo. If you did follow up with all latest updates, you're able to answer all this question quickly. So next, the second question is related to Malaysia history. So the hint that I can give you guys are, I already sure that both of you heard that story from your grandparents. Okay, so moving on to the second instruction. So each question will be given 10 seconds to answer, and after time is up, both of you need to give me the correct answer individually. Then moving on to the next slide. So are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to our first question. Say, which pair of Malaysian athletes were flag bearers for Malaysia at the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020? A. Chang Pen-sun and Goh Lu-ying. B. Wilson Sim and Goh Lu-ying. C. Li Zijia and Goh Lu-ying. D. Chang Pen-sun and Farah In. So 10 seconds will be counted from now. So what is the answer?
My answer is cat.
Ashimba? How are you?
I think that is C. Li Zijia and
Yeah.
Goh Lu-ying.
Are you guys sure?
Actually, I'm not very sure with that, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the answer is cat.
Okay, let me reveal the answer. So the correct answer is C. Yeah, Li Zijia and Goh Lu-ying. So as for information, so flag bearers is a pair of athletes which elected to represent their own country to carry their country flag in front of each team of different country. So it can be only a single person or a pair of person. So like for the latest Olympic Games in Tokyo, so we had a pair of athletes which were Li Zijia and also Goh Lu-ying to carry the flight and lead the whole Malaysia team. Yeah. So let's moving on to our last question. So the second question. D. What commodity was treated badly during Japanese colonization in Malaya? C. Orang Asli. B. Indian. C. Malay. D. Chinese. 10 seconds will be count from now. So what is answer?
Donkey.
Simba, how about you?
I also agree with the answer D, Chinese, because in our secondary school we have learned that it's history of Malaysia.
Okay, so let's see what is the answer. Oh, yeah, the answer is correct. D, Chinese. So as what I mentioned before, so I'm very sure that both of you had heard about a little story from elderly family members. So how cruelly that Japanese treated Malaysia Chinese during the Japanese colonization. Yeah, that's all for our question for today. So let's moving on to our last session. We come to the end of the sessions. First, I really want to thanks to both of our guests today in lending me times to join this session. So in nutshell, today we proud on the country where we live, a country where we all are free. This is our nation, our land, and freedom is our greatest light. To all Malaysians, we shall never forget the men who died for this country, who gave us right to us. Once again, Happy Independence Day to all of my friends and other rest of the FBN lecturers, students, and staffs. Happy Merdeka Days!
Yay!